The Proteas one-day side, Rob, and the Test side, lest we forget, they won the series against Sri Lanka, so leading 3-0, 2 to play. Yeah, what could we take from the victory on Saturday? I mean, Sri Lanka haven't really been that competitive. They won the T20 series, of course. So there's a sort of sense that fans are just kind of, got this one in the bag. What can they take from these wins into the upcoming series against New Zealand?
Sadly, not very much, as you say. We badly need, in a sense, for Sri Lanka to produce two sort of big guns, or at least sort of to run the Proteas close in the last two games. It's Newlands Tuesday, Centurion Friday. But South Africa look very ominously as though they're set for another 5-0. Remember that in the last ODI series on home soil, they beat Australia 5-0. They've absolutely thrashed the Lankans. The games have actually been quite monotonous. It's been tough watching the games because they've had a certain sort of inevitability around them. And what we need is actually to see some of our younger players perhaps being just challenged and being pushed at sort of towards the sort of closing stage of matches. But make no mistake, that's just around the corner, because New Zealand, they shift to New Zealand almost as quickly as this series ends. They're on a plane over there to play New Zealand, also in 5 ODIs ahead of the Test series there. And the New Zealanders on a big roll. They've just cleaned up Australia 2-0 in to claim back the Chapel Hadley Trophy. So that's now residing quite proudly on New Zealand soil. I think they've won something like 7 or 8 bilateral home ODI series in a row, the Black Caps. So that's what South Africa is suddenly going to face. And let's hope that they're not going to be undercooked. Because, as I say, we could do with Sri Lanka at least pulling out a decent performance in one of the remaining 2 games, pushing South Africa to the last couple of overs in a match where we can sort of see, check that temperamentally the Proteas team is still as good as they are in terms of ability.